Today, from FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland, it's Week 4 of the NFL on EA Sports.
We are technically 5 miles east of Washington, D.C., and that's where you find this place, FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Today, it's Week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Between the Baltimore Ravens and the Washington football team.
28-yard line.
They run with Adrian Peterson, the second active leading rusher in the NFL. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
He's brought down at the
Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Out of the shotgun, Haskins. And this one caught by Delaney Walker.
Haskins pass.
That catch now puts him on the doorstep of 500. It's his 499th reception. An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. A first carry for the converted wideout, J.D. McKissick. Just to pick up a 3, but that is indeed enough. Defense had a chance to get off the field here, and the opening drive couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
And now off to the races, down the right side. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
Holding offense.
Brutal, so take away the long touchdown.
It's a cruel game sometimes, partner.
Still first down.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
48, come on. Let's go.
From the gun, it's Haskins. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Haskins pass.
Call it a gain of 5. And it'll be a 2nd and long.
A 5-yard
Our defense is worried that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Still 15 yards to go, 2nd down. Here's Haskins out of the gun. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. Remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
And the catch made by Dontrell Inman. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
at the 50-yard line.
So opening drive, 3rd down. They complete the slant to move the sticks.
And ordinarily, it's a high percentage pass when you throw it. And receivers like to run that route because it gets the ball in their hands pretty quickly. Just a couple of quick steps upfield, break towards the middle, the ball should be there, and then they can do some work afterwards.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the Ravens' 45-yard line.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Haskins. And this one's incomplete. Dontrell Inman, the intended target. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of fourth down, first down.
Well, so much for winning the down you put a lot of emphasis on, because third down is key for offense and defense. Instead, you're going to stay on the field and start a new set of downs.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Following the penalty, it's Peterson. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Peterson on the carry.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On play action, Haskins. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down.
Everything looked right on that play except the conclusion. He dropped it. An in route, going into a little bit of traffic. Maybe in the back of his mind, he was wondering where the hit was going to come from.
It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on third down. Here's Haskins. Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up fourth down.
Intended for Delaney Walker. Incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
6-yard attempt.
And this one is right down Broadway. And it's 3-0 Washington.
Makes this Washington 3. Ravens nothing.
In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And more, he's going to sit on this one, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The reigning league MVP, Lamar Jackson, trotting onto the field and leading the way now in his 3rd season in the National Football League as this Baltimore offense gets set to go.
And to me, he's one of the 2 most difficult guys in the league to game plan for in the NFL, and I add Patrick Mahomes in that category. But just about every team we talk to getting ready for Lamar Jackson says the exact same thing. We've got to slow him down running the football, yet no one's been able to really do it consistently. Now, the most impressive thing about his game to me, how he's developed as both a passer and a leader. His team believes in him.
And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a... shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
An extra man here in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. On 3rd down, Jackson. And he's got Snead. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That's third down conversion, good for 23.
Complete to Willie Snead.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game. And he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
3-0 after one on EA Sports.
3, Ravens nothing.
Ingram again, a first down carry. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
He's tackled at the
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Reuben Foster.
It doesn't take a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Jackson from the shotgun. He's got it to Ingram, complete. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Here's Justin Tucker now for the Raven field goal try. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
That keeps this Washington 3, Ravens nothing.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
58 Mike, 58 Mike.
They go play action with Haskins. Slings this deep from McLaurin. This is caught. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Terry McLaurin, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And Washington able to come up with a quick strike touchdown. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra-quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just one play resulting in the touchdown. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. The return man, Chris Moore. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Baltimore set to take over here for their 2nd possession of the game. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
The tackle by Matthew Ioannidis. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6 at the 27.
From the gun, it's Jackson. This one complete to Ingram. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down.
A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Loss of a yard.
this defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
So on fourth down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. Greg Stroman back deep for Washington. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. And time again to see Terry McLaurin in the Washington offense. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Off the play fake. Here's Haskins. Connects here with the tight end, Jeremy Sprinkle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
Love the play call that time. Love the design. You put 3 tight ends on the field. That screams jumbo set, running formation to a defense, right? No, they go play action, and defense gets confused for just a split second. And next thing you know, completion for good yardage.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. Handoff comes to Peterson. And he'll be taken down after a gain of about 8, as that will lead us to the 2-minute warning. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy 1st down conversion. And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that field like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The throw by Haskins complete to McLaurin, and he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 22-yard line. 16 yards, a 1st down.
1st and 10.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Now Haskins to throw it. And he whips that one incomplete there. He's trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Intended for Terry McLaurin.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was staying in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion.
No good.
So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. No gain, and it's second down.
To Mark Ingram.
They couldn't get anything going there out on the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game. Obviously, the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. He goes underneath to Ingram. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Jackson's pass.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. Set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. Chris Moore returning it. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
Ravens take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
3rd down.
On 3rd down, Mark Ingram. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A pickup of 5 yards. First down, Baltimore.
5-yard gain.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. It's complete to Snead. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. A 10th carry here for Mark Ingram. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
And he's going to be stopped close to the first down marker at Washington's 12-yard line. 25, 7 yards there and a first down.
Gain of 7, and a Raven first down.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Taken down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
And now the 3rd-year man out of right Rutgers, it's Gus Edwards. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
Collins made the tackle.
Well, if you look where that play starts, O-line versus D-line, that was a battle won by the D-line.
Yeah, and oftentimes it's won by quickness, off the ball. Who can handle the guy across from them best? On that play, the defensive line did exactly that.
Makes this Washington 10. Ravens.
So a decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
So here is Washington now to take over. They played the Browns last week, got the victory in that game, and so far so good as they've got the lead here. Haskins and the Washington offense going to come up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Space to maneuver at the 40. That's complete to his tight end, Sprinkle. And he takes it all the way up to the 47.
That's good.
A well-executed 22-yard gain.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. And he'll hit his tight end, Walker. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Washington. Delaney Walker, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. Charles, that was a heck of a play.
It truly was, because when he made that catch, he had to shake through some people, right? So that play, to me, a highlight film that should be accompanied by bass music, right? I mean, boom, 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 and he finds his way to the end zone. Terrific play.
It's good, and now it's an 11-point lead, 17-6. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And more, he's going to sit on this one, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one, because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and
They need a touchdown, the 2-point conversion, and a field goal. Pretty good start to the drive, though.
Yeah, good start to the drive, but the urgency has to really be increased by both the players on the field and everyone on the sidelines. Got to make sure everyone's up and into this game.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
complete to Mark Ingram. A gain of 13 yards.
You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Jackson on 1st down. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
It's a gain of a yard.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now Jackson to throw on 3rd down. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the first.
A gain of 6 yards.
In this situation, the dictation is coming from the defense, right? They're going to tell you, you can have 6, 7 yards, do that all the way downfield. Let's just go ahead and take the time off the clock. I think they've got to start attacking vertically a lot more.
To throw again is Jackson. And this is caught. He hits more. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Now Jackson on 1st down. But he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. It's Ryan Kerrigan getting the sack. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starting in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They go screen. This is Ingram. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a 1st down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good, and that'll make this an 8-point game.
Ravens 9.
All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. They'll try and wind down some clock with Peterson. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
48, Mike.
They go play action now. Haskins. And that's incomplete.
Haskins pass.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as he'll talk it over here before what'll be an important 3rd down. it's Haskins. And he locates Walker, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That third down conversion good for 23. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Again, Peterson. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll indeed take a knee.
Haskins on the keeper. It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 32-yard line.
And they'll take a knee as the clock ticks down toward 50 seconds to go.
A loss of a yard. It's now 3rd and 13.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Haskins down to a knee, and his guys about to come away victorious.
And with that kneel down at the end of the game, partner, they now get to 3-1. This is a good football team we saw in this game.
It is indeed getting to 2 games above 500, and I know early on, while they said they wanted to win every game, they thought they would be solid with a 3-1 start, and here they are.
Yeah, you break your schedule up almost into quarters, every 4 games, and assess 3-1. Any team would take that.
So it's Washington getting the victory here. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on that, not just a week of practice, but I'm sure all during training camp. Make sure when you have it, tuck it away because danger lurks everywhere you turn.
So for Washington, they're on